Welcome back. At last. WeArEuS, and this is Atomfall, wherein we find ourselves neck deep in a dam somewhere in Casterfell Woods. Frankly, it should be ankle deep, now that I think about it. After all, I am right next to the entrance. That's not flashlight. Alright. Yeah. So that's where we are. Let's see how things go. Also, seem to be having what one could say are computer issues. I think my fan is dying, so my PC shuts off. It did it twice. Oh. Yeah, I was wondering where it was. It just had stopped moving for some reason. Anyway, I was recording what was it? The first Berserker, and it cut off on me twice. This kills the man, and also increases the amount of editing he has to do, which is what actually kills him. So, in our inventory, you will see we have very little of anything, mostly because I love to hoard loot, and I assume there will be some here to be had. I was going to put the pistol there, but frankly, I like the pistol and throwables being on the same row. Right, I did bring this gun because it has very high damage, which is a tier below extreme damage. So I want to see how it shapes out. It also has, if I can remember what button it's on. Right, yeah, this will work. That, which will help with headshots, or shots to any critical parts I need damaged. It also drinks ammo like tea. If you're into that. I'm not, but if you are, it drinks it like that, and I don't like that. So I'm going to have to be very careful with my shots. As far as I'm aware, there's no way to actually turn... Of course it opens inwards. I was just going to go ahead and use the Molotov on it, but I don't imagine overheating will affect something that uses flamethrowers. Wait. What do you mean I cannot see the turret unless I turn? How does that even begin to work? I need to slow there. Okay. So there's a wall between me and the turret. That there going on. I did have the rifle. Okay, we can try sneaking up on it. You would figure, if you sneak up on this thing, you would just be able to rip the core out of it, power it down. Easy peasy. Bob is also your uncle. Problem with that logic is the turret is in the... Well, the turret seems to be off. Yeah. Usually they rotate back and forth with the red dot, but that seems to be off right now. I guess the facility isn't powered. See, and I don't want to get any closer to this thing. Perimeter. Really? Oh. It heard me. Guess I'm not the only one with X-ray vision. I really wish I could open the door from here. I think I might have had a shot on its other tank, but I was not willing to take that chance. Look at it T-pose walk. Expanding search perimeter. I'll wait for it to turn around and go that way. Could take a shot there, but is it not?
Battery disconnected. Shut
Easy enough. Right. I can't imagine that there will be booby traps here, but still want to be careful just in case. Yeah, no way was trying to overheat this thing with the Molotov going to actually work. these guys ever heard the saying loose bullets? Well, cartridges actually. Sink ships. Why in the world is there so much SMG ammo here? I do wish I had a shotgun with a greater capacity so I could overstock. Felt like I heard something. There's nothing active. Actually. Alright, let's go get this place powered up. Is this notice to employees? To protect the contents of this data store, I have powered the facility down. You'll need my authorization to direct power back to the control room and start the place up again. Signed, Garrow, who is not long for this world. Gotta go back for that shotgun ammo now. Because I tried to pull out my freaking flashlight, not flamethrower. I tried to pull out my flashlight, and of course, you can't. Because someone lacked the wherewithal to think ahead. And maybe, even within the range of this thing, you might want to use a flashlight. Just maybe. The perimeter. So, real quick. They hear that? That's the sound of a combo underway. What the frick out of here. I also didn't... thought I had my stick of truth, but no such luck. When does this power on? Goes to that door. That's currently where it's going. Those up. It's bright out, so I can't really see. Need to redirect the power from the other side. Much better. So now I can finally swap to the flashlight and see. Yeah, so it only goes this way anyway, which is fine. Stimulants. Ooh. I do like buff duration. Ooh. This might be alright, but it leaves too many questions unanswered. So I'm not going to go with that. Actually, this might be good. Yeah. Now we can do heart rate related things longer and recover faster. It's always good. We have 3 points now. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I would have been able to just blow that window open and climb inside, but not. You know how much I don't like wasting material or ordnance anyway. Ooh. That's 4. Alright. Extra health it is. And yeah, normally I would just stow the points away until we get another skill book, but There's no telling when that's coming. So... it's up there. That's why we can climb these. Snapping my ankles is always worth getting out of the line of sight of a turret. Anyway. Since we don't have any throwables at the moment. No, because that would make too much sense. The icon isn't... That's upsetting. I am tremendously upset by this. All I want is to pull out my flashlight.
Now I sound like an idiot. It's always isolation. Forgive the surprise, but I detected the power surge there. Look, that bunker you're in, I presume Garou has you poking around there for something. Well, I need you to do something for me. That place contains the most recent experimental data from the site. It's vital that we get our hands on it. There should be a console. Transfer what data you can from the memory banks onto a tape. Let me see. Yes. The command gen move should do it. Bring the tape to me when you're done. Or I'll no longer be able to help you. Good luck.
See, I was mildly tempted to actually help her out instead. But then she had the gall, the audacity, the cojones to vaguely threaten me. I guess she gets a bullet too. There doesn't appear to be anything else to do up here. Let me use my flashlight. Seriously, how hard is it to just bring up a pop-up menu for your devices? kind of feel naked without explosives. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. All right. Can I access your recent data?
Command accepted. Proceeding with data access. Please speak the keyword.
Let's go with Garrow.
Assessing. Data access denied. Please speak. Assessing. Matching data entry found. Please speak the keyword.
Oh, right. We also have another thing we need to do for Dr. Holder, which is go back to the medical facility in the interchange. That's later, though. For now, let's see what they have on him.
Assessing. Matching data entry found. Outputting. Please speak the key.
I guess we just get that information in our investigation menu. Guess we'll go with quarantine.
Matching data. Please speak the key.
Oberon.
Please.
Which is interesting that Holder's information is locked behind a higher security level, but Oberon isn't?
Assessing. Please.
Robotics, wind scale, battery. See, I'm going to kill Garrow. My reason being I have multiple reasons, not the least of which being that all of this is her fault. Like, everything that's happened, this is all her fault. But the main reason is that she has the gall to talk down to someone with a pocket full of guns. I mean, all of that adds up to an immediate death sentence, and I've been very kind. So, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember what Gen Era is supposed to do, but if Gen Move does the thing that she said it does, I'm going to assume... Wait, hold on. I can actually back out and check. Let's see. Tell me have the data store. Experimental data. Right, and while we're here, we have to siege the Druid Castle as well. Because I want the recipe I can finally use spores with. Well, you can use spores with the explosive lure, but I just don't care about that. It also requires other stuff that it really just shouldn't. So, yeah. What else did we get? Maybe it's under something else. No. Who was it that just spoke to me through the radio? Because I don't remember her name. I'm looking for the information that we just got out of this console, and I'm not seeing any of it. See, there's... No, there's nothing... I don't understand what accessing these things did then. There was basically no point to that. Oh, that's the journalist woman. Got it. Who's the... Yeah, Tanner, that's who it was. Yeah, she was behind the radio tower thing. I'm not trusting Dr. Holder for an exit out of the quarantine zone. Joyce Tanner's just burned her only means of escape. Dr. Garrow was never making it out. Jean Hammer is almost certainly not getting what she wants. It depends on what Holder does with Sample 1. If I don't like where that goes, he's going to join Garrow and Tanner here. Who else is there? I don't trust Mother Jago. I guess we're just not leaving the quarantine zone ever. I'm definitely not trusting the voice on the phone. Though I'm still going to absolutely ream Oberon when I get there. And I was curious where this path actually went to. Because of the options that we have, she was, up until this moment, the least awful of our escape options. And then she had to threaten me. I'm already doing all of the work as it is. She's not going around activating these radio towers. No, she's sitting comfortably in the interchange, safe now that I've killed everything. But do I get thanks? No, I get a thinly veiled threat. So, she gets a very not thinly veiled bullet. Or arrow, it depends on what I have when I get there. Definitely not wasting throwables on her, though. So, I don't want to do any of this. If I'm not mistaken, Gen Era erases everything, which doesn't really make sense. You would think Garrow would want everything. Then again, it probably has all of the information on her involvement in this entire incident. Then again, I also just found papers lying around that incriminated her, and I currently have those in my back pocket, so...
Please speak your command.
At the very least, we'll see what Gen Era does.
Command accepted. The Gen Error process is irreversible. Are you sure you wish to...
No.
Command accepted. Transferring core data to external backup. Data transfer complete.
Wow, that felt premeditated. Fine, I'll eat my meat. Well, I wonder if Garrow's going to even know that we didn't do what she wanted. Because it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for her to know, would it? But I mean, someone you shoot with a gun immediately knows that you're hiding in the grass, though that makes more sense, I have to be honest, because of course you would have been able to hear the gun report in the general direction of the grass, so you figure it's coming from over there. Granted, if you've been shot in the back, you don't really want to go towards where that bullet came from, because surely there are going to be more on the way. So, crap. I didn't see any key cards in there. And I have no idea where to even get this from. It's not in here. And I mean, presuming that you could even just blow the window out, there's just no way to get up there, right? I mean, maybe. This probably has something to do with the poisoned area, or the area full of poison gas, but I can't, for the life of me, even care, because I've already been in there. At the very least, there might be some training stimulants in there. There's no other way in. I've already been on top of that. None of the guys I've killed around here had the key card either. The key card wasn't in the room up there. I definitely didn't see it anywhere. Oh, crap, right. I have to put stuff away. Yeah, so nobody's getting what they want except for me. There it is. Got enough space, good. Did say I felt negative about any, so I left a lot of... Molotovs over there, too. Go with that. And store one of those. No way the key card would be there. I've been everywhere. There was no key card. SMG ammo. SMG ammo. I don't imagine that Garrow, presuming we can lie to her and tell her we erased the data she wanted dealt with. I don't imagine she's going to give me a key card to come all the way back here just to open that thing. No, I wouldn't dare believe that. The key card has to be acquired from this general area. And I'm talking about this particular area of Casterfell Woods. Not necessarily the dam itself. That's what kind of annoys me. I know what I'm looking for, though I don't know what it looks like, for the most part. I have no idea where to go about looking for it. And again, there was a lot of freaking SMG ammo in this place. Which is weird, because you would assume a military organization would use rifles, automatic rifles, more than SMGs. Then again, SMGs are more suited for indoors engagements than rifles are. There was a switch like that over here. No, I don't imagine it does anything. Screw it. what can you do? So now we've got to hump it all the way over to the south side of this map. Let's make sure. Actually, we have to go that way. It's this way, actually, so that's fine. I mean, maybe the control room key is in one of these buildings, but I would have scoured this place. Hold on. No. But I would have scoured this place long before we actually entered the dam, so if I didn't find it then, it's not here. Ooh, hi there.
Be you a threat?
Yeah.
Take it! What you done?
Eight bow. 8 arrows isn't worth it. Oh, and by the way, you see that beehive there? I've tried to destroy one of those in order to farm it for the infected honeycombs, but for some strange reason, you can't. Outside of the DLC area. Which, I don't know about you guys, but it makes a whole lot of sense to me that it would be that way. It makes total and absolute sense. One moment. Total and absolute sense. Really. That sounds like a you problem.
Fish off. Don't want any more
Where is my marker? Like, I hear something. Anyway. Ah, great. Achieving perfect communion. Okay. How about this time? Since you're going to alert others anyway, sure about that. Hey there.
Feels like I'm dying here.
That's because that's how poison works. That's funny, isn't it? Really? Okay. Are you actually kidding? Look at how much extra health we got after spending. I didn't even think to look to see how much we got because I didn't dare think they would spit in my face again. Look at how much extra health we got from that skill. And tell me, truthfully and honestly, that I was not just robbed of 5 skill points. You can't you? I mean, don't get me wrong. I wasn't expecting my health to literally be doubled. I was expecting 50% more. Maybe even just a quarter more. But 10% of my total health as bonus. If I had a save that was before I spent those points, I would go back to it. I do have the hard save from when I first entered that place after we came back from the DLC. So I could just go back and do all of that over again. And frankly, I have not accomplished much since. So I am really, really tempted. Also, what is this trap attached to? And so we whip out the equalizer. And I mean, sure, it's only got one shot, but I've got 2 feet. I am actually really upset about that. I can't even really bring myself to call it a health upgrade. The health insult that we purchased. Like I need more garbage in my inventory. You know, I was going to say the only thing that could make me feel better now is a new skill book. Then it immediately occurred to me that if I were to see such a thing, I would immediately become infuriated because I wouldn't have the points to spend on it because I wasted them on the health upgrade. And yeah, I'm going to be bitter about that for a long time. So I'm not going to bring it up much. But that absolute trash tier upgrade, so-called, is going to color my decision making going forward regarding skills. Take the much desired throwables damage, for example. I would assume, at the very least, it's going to increase your damage by 50%. No less than 20, right? No less than 20 would make sense, considering it costs 5 skill points. But I don't trust that logic anymore. Because I'm going to look down at my health bar and I'm going to remember how the devs really think things should be. And I... still headed towards their camp in order to, well, castle. Basically base. Great, I have to actually go through here. Trespassing. Oh, please. Everything I see belongs to me. If there were anything up here, the detector would have gone off. I'm curious, what do the druids even fricking eat? There are no animals out here. That is a plant I just haven't killed. I don't really, you know, I'm going to give this thing the business on principle. Because one day it may inconvenience me. So that pant. Oh. Okay. I was going to say that plant is going to be a problem in sneaking up on that guy, but... Okay, they are apparently afraid of the gun, which they can clearly see at a distance. We do have 2 Molotovs. Actually... I don't want to waste it on that thing, though. I can hit it once with the stick of truth and be done with it. Great. I was just going to advance on the goddamn... I mean, they talk big, but they hide behind the walls like cowards.
Death to unbelievers.
And then runs behind the wall again. This is actually really annoying.
I see you.
I see you too, bud. Howdy do. Wait for it. There we go. By the way, one hit did it. The frick is that sound? Oh. Alright.
Over there.
Come on, get yours.
That's heretic.
Come on, we've got to turn the tables.
Good luck with that.
Time to bleed.
I would rather not. It's actually a pretty awful status effect.
You will be more use dead.
Best have a look for
I don't imagine. Oh, that means you eat people, right? Come on. Get yours.
There you are.
I really can't? Okay. That explains why she didn't come through on her own.
Let's see what's going on. Saw that.
What the?
Come here.
The crosshair was on her head, wasn't it?
Gone.
Like, I know.
Son it off.
Well, there's nobody here now. Right there.
Okay. Someone just called me pet. You know how I feel about that.
You! I see you!
Yeah. Congrats. This way gets me to... Okay. Hey there.
Here we go!
Yeah, right? Nothing like getting donkey punched by a wooden stick. Where'd the other one go? Are you...
I heretics well done. Someone being killed.
Yeah.
There is someone there.
Yeah.
That's
Are you okay? Yeah,
Where have you got to, eh?
I'm up here. What are you? I have a stick. Come on. And this idiot here doesn't even know anything's wrong.
There, I've spotted you.
Yeah. I'll come and get yours. I brought enough for the whole family. I am a gracious host. Or guest. Yeah, guest. Yeah, you guys have 2 ways up here. Why are you not advancing? I have a flashlight now. I'm harmless.
Time to bleed.
Well, I'll just have lunch while I wait for you idiots. Okay, bye. So there was something of interest over here. I guess we're done with that, so... I'm not wasting ammo on these idiots.
I think they're richly dead. Death to unbelievers. Safe yet. Best stay alert.
Nothing here, of course.
Saw that. I know you're there. Time to bleed.
Hey, I see you. Stay where you are.
Okay.
Feel it.
Won't get jammy twice.
You're saying something about jammies. It's not time for sleep. Well,
No, here. They've done a runner. Bloody sneaky bastard, they've gone.
I lost him. Spun it up.
I am really annoyed by the fact that you can't just walk over these.
There.
What the? You won't get away with it. Oh!
Do that. I think I killed 2 more down here. Oh, I want in. Can I put these out? I mean, they're not a particular hazard. They're surrounded by rocks. There's nothing for them to really catch on fire. And frankly, I'd love to see a forest set on fire with blue fire. Oh, it's glorious. I know I should have cleared the grounds above, but whatever. By the way, not really liking the rifle. It's, pretty bad.
There's someone here!
Yep.
I'm waiting.
God dang it. I don't know if these ruins are part of the castle where Mother Jago's crap is being held, but I also don't really care. I'm going to be down here because there's the chance for this to be here. I mean, I might have pressed F.
Sacrifice has always been the way.
That's something that's said by people that never have to make the sacrifice themselves.
Stone and soil.
But she's going
flesh
to
and
learn
blood.
today.
The land needs must breathe. And so we breathe life into it. God is in this land. And this land is God. We hear the purpose, but we do not know the purpose.
I can wait.
Faith is in the act, as it has always been.
Silence.
You can't hide from me.
Alright. Who? Where? I mean, I hear someone firing a bow, but... Painkillers. Probably should just pop those now, right? Get to that person in a minute. Ooh, we'll take the combat stamp. Actually, I'll eat your meat too. Hey there.
Found you!
Okay. Did you bring anyone else? What? Is it down here or up here?
Hey, I see you. Stay where you are.
No. That should be it. no idea why you would have rifle ammo. Boink. The frick am I looking at? Okay. Wait, why didn't they just come up these steps? Why did they go all the way around? Oh, that's just not going to work. This isn't going to work either. So which way should we go? There's a path down that way, I think. There's this one, and then there's this one. That probably goes deeper in, so let's make sure we do things in proper order. Got it. Yep. She's eating bat dick right about now. I definitely heard something from that way. Ah, they're above me. That explains it. Hey there.
I see you!
That leads up to...
There's someone over there!
Frick. Poison ball. Also, let me remind you guys that there was no way to learn the... Okay. Druid potion? Or Druid's tonic. That was available at in the DLC.
for? Did
There's
you hear
the
that?
voice.
I
I
can't
knew it. There is some.
see you.
Bloody sneaky bastard. They've gone.
We got a ton of better healing items. Yeah, so the only ones left are up, but there was another path I wanted to take, just to see where it went. Well, there was one that went lower, which is interesting, considering the rest of the enemies are further up. Oh, it didn't go down. Reminded I haven't quick saved in a moment. No. Don't really like this. I've been here. Yeah, I remember that. Weird. I have no idea how I got up there. That's very weird. A rifle through this guy's pockets. Not interested in any more smug ammo. Let's see what we're dealing with here. One with a bow, two with a bow. Not too bad.
This soil will feed. I don't think so. You ain't going nowhere.
Lost it. Lost it.
The rifle would have cleaned that girl's clock. Oh, okay. Both of the enemies with the bows are there.
What the hell was that? There you are. What's this?
Pretty sure the last two just have axes, which is easy pickings. Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, look there. Right there.
Shouldn't have put it away. Okay. Where'd your buddy go? Hi there. No one else alive. Right, let's go pick over those bodies while I'm thinking about it. Okay, definitely came from this way. Soil feast. Bring their scientific toys to the cave so that we might end what they started. I would love if one of those secret guns was here, but I can't imagine that there would be one here, because logic would dictate it would end up in the pit with everything else. That's where I came up. That's where the chest was. Yeah, where does this go? So we aren't done quite yet. Let's go this way first. Yeah.
Death to unbelievers.
And she's dead. Wonder. She took the bait. We were technically going to end up here anyway. I still remember that there's a room down there somewhere that we need to visit. That's that. Probably just exists to be the fastest way out of here once we're done. It's weird. Are you littering? I mean, this is cool and all, but I'm kind of full up on healing items at the moment. Fuck. I forgot that for some reason, turning the flashlight on counts as moving. Really? I was expecting the floor back there to be booby-trapped, which is why I was trying to jump on that countertop in the first place. think it was going to, yeah, it was going to go for a kick because I hadn't quite gotten into range before I pressed the button, and then I did get into range and the takedown overwrote the kick. So that's why it looked a little weird there. Pretty sure he's facing me. We want these arrows then. I don't really care about the poison bombs, so... Now, let me ask you a very simple question. Why is my X-ray vision blocked by an object in my foreground? I don't know where he went. I ask you again about my X-ray vision. I mean, the guy's clearly feeling it, but he's not dead. Inferior products will always be inferior. No need for that. I broke my ankles, but he's none the wiser. And he never will be. Why could I... Okay. So that immediately tells me I'm referring to the effectiveness of the poison bomb, or lack thereof. Never to ever craft those. They are the worst, and will never not be the worst. You want a guy... You want a guy dead? Grenade or Molotov? The soil has given us cause to celebrate, and we are in need of extra supplies for the feast. Visit Mother Jago. Though she's not yet one of us, she hears the voice and understands the purpose. She will aid us. Return quickly with this bounty, or the ritual will not be possible. Smells like someone else is coming up on their bad ending. I mean, it's not like my list is very long anyway. So, it can afford another... You can afford another name or two. Given how far up we've come, I'm assuming that we've gone ahead and entered the castle. So we're looking for her. A book of hers, Mother Jago. Really? Just how... I mean, it is a castle. That's where we came from. I remember this thing in particular. Let's go this way. I remember that. We went up here. Okay, just bounced off of that. I have no idea where I'm supposed to get that from, but I must find it. Ah, finally. And I'm pretty sure that decreases infection. If I can find it. There it is. Gives the infection resistance buff. And reduces damage from infection causing hazards. And everything that it requires makes sense. Mother Jago's book. I need the castle key. This place is hiding something and I want it. There's no way Mother Jago's going to have that key. I don't want to come back. According to the inside cover, it belongs to her. There's a map of Casterville Woods with directions to a place called the Old Mine. You know that we have to go to the Old Mine first, right? There's no way she's getting this book back until I see what's in the Old Mine. Yeah, you're right. That means I'm going to mind someone else's business. I said it. Now, there's a key for this place, but I don't know where to get it from. None of the traders have had it. There was literally only ever one trader that had a key to a place. And I'm so far from that map that that place doesn't even freaking matter anymore. This goes up here to the gate that I don't know how to open. Alright, so this seems as good a place as any to stop. I've probably gone well over the hour that this video should have been, but it's alright, right? Neither of us have anything better to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. We will be back in a couple of days with another episode, and hopefully by then I will have found the castle key. If I do, I will let you know where I found it. If not, I will probably be, at the very least, outside of this castle. Maybe over at the old mine. We'll see how things play out. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.